Mother respect from both of these players. This is going to be dope. Yo, guys, make some noise. This is your last match of the night for the Capcom Cup. For the Capcom Cup. We still got the SFL after this. But for the Capcom Cup, it's the last match for the top 16.
Yeah, it'll be 3 out of 5, and then we're going to get into that SFL after this.
Yeah, man.
So I imagine Zaku.
Yeah.
Unless we see something different.
Man, how about that item Infexious match? And I'm not even talking about the matchup. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, all right, I got you.
Wow, that was a little different. I was expecting emotions, but no. The robot.
It was the AI.
My man Infectious got the, this is Officer Murphy. May you please step out of the vehicle. For the RoboCop fans out there, I don't know if you guys know. I hope you watched RoboCop. You watched RoboCop before? It's okay, Seijan, it's okay.
So it's Ibuki. It's Ibuki.
So he doesn't want to play the mirror.
Yeah, fair enough, I think. A lot of people don't like usually playing mirror matches, you know? So I'm not that surprised we see the Ibuki pick come out.
I don't really like mirror matches either, to be honest.
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
Goes with the Ibuki pick. Interesting. Maybe it's something we don't know. Maybe they bumped into each other a couple of times at CFN, who knows? Probably Infectious is really good in the mirror. But it is 3 out of 5, so we got all the chance in the world. All the chances in the world, I should say.
Yeah, you see the switch to Young early. Infectious plays old Zeku a lot, actually. So if you see him switch, this is a matchup that he's very comfortable playing Young in. Little input error there.
Wake up buttons does not respect your meat. He's not yet anyway. Okay. Angry Bird knows the data. Good check, but it was a trade. 160, baby. Whoa, oh my goodness, 160, baby.
The triple throw. And Angry Bird just sat there like he couldn't compute. He didn't know what was happening.
You got the 1 point joy.
Yeah.
Oh man, the old man.
Yeah, we saw the switch pretty early. I think I like the jump approach from Angry Bird after that. You know, Young Zeku, not the best options to anti-air a lot of the times.
Jump in. All right, wow. Really? You trading with those?
Oh. Space the kunai, right?
Yeah. All right, we out of there. Damn, that walk speed from Zeku is immaculate.
Yeah, he's flying.
I like that buffer right there from Angry Bird. Gets the knockdown. Doesn't get much, though. Angry Bird still on his 1s and 2s. It's Infectious. Nice. The cross from the buttery stuff.
Wow, but that beat the slide, actually, with the forward medium kick.
And it was a counter hit, so he got more on his combo. Activation back throw. No, he tried.
Yeah, he respected the uppercut. Feature comes out and gets the link afterwards. All right, good check with that crouching medium kick. That button is really good.
I respect that, man. Pulling out all the stops. You know, of course, he's known for the Zeku, right? Angry Bird. But he's definitely trying to win. It's a good pick, though, for sure, against Zeku.
Yeah, I like this idea, especially when he fights against that buffer on that crouching medium punch. Oh! Didn't reach, though, on the second hit. That time it does. Not enough to stun, but that'll do it. He's got meter to kill here as well.
The first Strider is going to work. Is that going to kill? Yeah. Wow, really?
Last hit, and he wakes up EX uppercut.
Good block.
And a delayed jab as well. Yeah, caught him in regular hit, so maybe a jump from Angry Bird.
Oh, we're going to get the switch, though. I would love to see the Ninja mirror match.
That's a good question, actually. I'm not sure. After that first game, it was close, but I feel like at that last round especially, we saw a lot of control from Infectious. Locks into the rematch immediately.
You know, he's collected enough data. See, that's the situation, those things, right? Like, obviously, you're getting comfortable. You know you lost, but you got close. It's the decision to pick another character, a good one. But I like that. He's confident in the data collection here, and he's going to stick it out with Ibuki.
Yeah, I like that jump, too. It's one of those times where you're like, look, I know this character doesn't have the best options. I'm just going to commit to it. What's the worst that's going to happen?
Boys to throw with the jump back, all right, but Angry Bird gets the knockdown. And oh, the miss input. Very unfortunate. We going for the back throw? Angry Bird is for sure. Yeah. Definitely was a tag. The stagger. Oh, the check. We know the gaps. We know the... Wow.
Oh, in the front, though, he thought he was going to go behind. No completion. He had critical art available.
Oh, back throw. 160.
Yeah, he had to be reversal. He's going to get chipped out. I think that was supposed to be a critical art.
Wow, even Angry Bird is confused.
Yeah, I think he wanted the chip out maybe in that situation.
That sucks for Angry Bird. He's still in there, though. Throw? No. Okay. Angry Bird is trying to anticipate the wall jump, but no. Like the Infectious, very patient. Nice. Back throw. Oh, that was so sneaky.
And he gets the dizzy on it. Look at the damage on this. Side switch.
Throw. Oh, okay. Crouch short to activation. Where are we going to get hit? Oh, we held north the whole time.
Jumps out of the corner. No anti-air. Doesn't work. A lot of resources on deck.
Oh, yeah, he's not even willing to take the throw. He's trying to avoid. Nice V reversal. Got some time to survive. Got some time to think.
Knockdown here. He has the X uppercut available. Gets hit by the overhead and has to spend it. He was already committed to the uppercut. Maybe could have tried the X kunai into something else, but committed the full resources.
That's crazy. He stood up a little bit, then he went for the dub.
Yeah, that was I don't know what he actually tried at the end. Unfortunate, though, that Angry Bird had to put all those resources down. Once he did the DP, he didn't really have a lot of options.
Oh, got the counter hit. Beautiful. Definitely blew up the tech there on the Infectious side. We're in the corner. We're trying to get out, and he gets out. No grams. I figured he'd do more grams for the wear up, but no, he goes back to Young. Wow, that dead Fox.
Got a double switch. Went for the Oki instead. And the wake up buttons again. Back throw.
The double dash. How dare you? Yeah, it could have been a standing meter kick, right? So good choice there for Infectious to block.
Have to watch the slide into the V-trigger.
Oh, it's definitely coming. In between again, too, as well. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's why you see these backdashes and stuff from Angry Bird. Doesn't want to get hit by it. Not enough to kill.
Throw, finish. Nice, Angry Bird. Okay, good choice to stick with the Buki. I like that. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. Whoa. What's going on here? Okay, I don't know if they're trying to have a friendly conversation. There's just something wrong with the equipment here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It seemed like there's something going on because he kind of had like a look on his face after the first game. I didn't see what happened.
Out to the players.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if they say there's something wrong, I trust them.
It is what it is.
Yeah, so I'm sure there's something going on.
Okay.
He's got the hands on the hips. He looks like he's like, come on, guys. I don't know what happened. But yeah, it seems like there's some kind of situation that they're going to look into. It's not my area of expertise.
I'm not there. That's why we're here. Nice and safe.
Yeah. Yeah, for like, I don't know what happened, but it looked like he was just saying there was something wrong with the setup or something like that.
Yeah. He definitely said it was laggy, so it is what it is. Going to get that situated. So we'll see, though. But that is one apiece, regardless of what happened. So we're going to keep it there on a bit of a stalemate until we get this situated.
Yeah. So I imagine they're trying to probably maybe swap the consoles or something. They've probably been on all day long, I would guess. So that makes sense. Yeah, it looks like they're going to restart the consoles on the stage or swap them out.
But for those that missed out, of course, Hot Dog beat Gachikun. Nemo beat Smug.
Yeah.
Luffy beats Big Bird. Daigo Tokido, if you missed out on that, terrible. Shame on you guys. Tokido wins that very close 3-2. And this is definitely the last match of the top 16.
Yeah, after this, we'll have everything qualified. If you go over to smash.gg and then you look up Capcom Cup on there, you can find all the information. We've been here since very, very early in the morning playing all these games and everything like that. There's still a lot to go, so it's going to be a weekend filled with Street Fighter matches. We have matches all day long. I know a lot of us have been here all day. You guys have probably been watching fighting games all day long. People in the venue have been here all day, so it's a long grind to get through all these matches in the top 32 and get to tomorrow, where it's going to be the top 16 of the CPT, which should be a fun one, I think.
Yeah, we're going to close everything out. Is the SFL League going to finish today?
Yeah, it's done tonight.
Nice,
right after this, we're going to get into Street Fighter League, yeah. The last 4 teams up. So it's going to be 2 US, 2 Japan. And then after that, call it a day, come back early in the morning tomorrow and be ready to go.
And we do kick that off, too, as well. So that's going to be a pretty sick. Man, it's just crazy seeing all these killers under one roof, and you just don't know who's going to win. I'm just glad that one of my Lions is still in there, which is Mago. And I like how he looked at me, too. Like, he went in the back to celebrate, just to relax, get some fresh air. He looked at me. He said like this. He literally went like this to me. He said, and I was like, and then we hugged around, jumped around. It's pretty dope. He's definitely into the mix.
Yeah, I mean, Mago's the best. He's always that kind of guy for sure. So while we're waiting to get things sorted out on the stage, let's head to an interview with one of our players, Infectious, and see what he has to say.
My name's DC Coleman, also known as Infectious. I'm from Manchester, UK. I have 1,055 Capcom Pro Tour points, and I main Zeku. In a lot of ways, I think my general approach to tournaments and my mentality helped prepare me for the EVO stage. So when I was up there, it didn't feel as overwhelming as I thought it might, which I think is down to just the way that I focus in tournaments. And so having been on the biggest stage in all of fighting games, I think I'm prepared for the pressures that come with Capcom Cup. I'm actually calm. Nerves affect everybody, and I'm no different, even though people refer to me as the robot. But I try to just conceal the nerves and the adrenaline and focus as best I can. And the best way I found to do that is to keep myself as calm as possible and put the emotions aside.
Casual conversation right there from Infectious. That's the only time you really see some emotion from the guy.
Yeah, it's funny when you hear him speak too. Like outside the game, he's like such a jolly, nice guy. But then you get in the match, and he's, you know, like you said, he's focused on that. He doesn't want to think about anything else. And so, like, you chat with him after the match, you're like, how did it go? He's like, yeah, man, it was great. I had a lot of fun. You know, it was a really great match. And, like, it's just so different from who you see on the stage, right? But obviously, that's business mode. You know, he's here to play and, like, try to do the best that he can. There's a lot on the line for this tournament and every tournament he attends.
But I respect the culture, though. I see you, Infectious. I like the cornrows. I'm a big fan of the cornrows as well.
That looks like it takes a lot of work. Yeah.
This was 3 hours, actually.
Oh, my
This
goodness.
is 3 hours. I sat there 3 hours. We was just talking about all types of shenanigans.
Yeah.
So it happens, though. So big ups to Infectious.
Yeah, that is a lot of pre-production you got to put in the hair.
Yeah. I had Capcom Cup in mind when I was having these braids, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I respect Infectious giving me a lot of props. Like, hey, whenever I'm in New York, I'm going to get the braids from wherever you got them from. I imagine how you get in the braids.
Yeah.
With no emotions. Your move, creep. Your move.
Does it hurt? No. Yeah, I'm fine. No problem.
Definitely does hurt.
Yeah,
Definitely does hurt.
You just gotta pretend it doesn't.
Yeah.
You gotta
see
be
my
tough.
forehead. I still have a forehead. Look, still.
It's straining
Thank
it's being pulled.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm with you. Not a 5 head.
No,
not a
you're
6
good. No,
yeah.
you're good. Don't you ever? You imagine yourself with cornrows? Would you ever do that?
No.
Good.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah, I won't.
Don't. It's
Yeah.
not that it'll look bad. It's just gonna do some major damage.
No, yeah, I'll never recover.
Don't do it.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
that's for sure. My hair doesn't take that much maintenance either, which is like quite nice actually.
Never take the mop off. Never.
Yeah, yeah, it's nice. Yeah, Jeremy's like, you know, bald is, you know, beautiful and everything. I'm like, Jeremy, you have a perfectly round head, but like, I don't think I do.
Don't worry. Don't worry. When I get to that point, when it's a 5, 6, 7 head, I was just gonna go full Michael Jordan. Don't worry about it. I'll join you, bitches.
Yeah.
I'll join you.
Part
You
of
too,
the
Lee
BGC.
Chung.
Yeah.
The bald head boys.
There's a lot of members of the BGC in this weekend.
Oh
yeah.
my God, the BGC.
He is like, he's got the hat. He's got that BGC hat and everything. Jeremy's about it. Yeah, Vicious he's a proud member. He used to have hair.
We love you. We love you, Germs. We love you, Jeremy.
Oh, I'm a big fan. Yeah. I'm a big fan of these matches. Apparently, we're going to look at some of the set between these two so far. Take a look at some of the replays that we've had for just the first 2 matches. 1-1 where we left off. And we were having some kind of issue on the stage, some kind of technical issue. They were saying there was lag or something like that. So getting it sorted out. And we're loading up. As you guys know, you got to load the game back up, make sure everything. I cannot believe that didn't kill him, by the way. You have to load back up and make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, aggressive nature here. I love the fact that Angry Bird went for the Ibuki pick. You would figure there would be certain matchups, but it's definitely one of the certain matchups. Obviously, doesn't want to do the mirror match. That's a sign of respect, number one. And number two, they probably met with each other or played a lot of sets together, which Infectious was the strongest in that mirror match. So.
Yeah, and they played in tournaments before too, right? So like,
Okay.
it's not surprising they played a tournament on the CPT and like they played the mirror, and also Infectious played Ken one time. So yeah, I mean, I think most people don't like the mirror in general. It doesn't matter really what the mirror is. I love watching the mirror in certain cases. Some mirrors are really fun to watch. Urian.
What I like about, yeah, I like that Urian. But one thing I like about mirror matches is, you know, obviously a lot of people have certain issues with the character, right, Deku, in terms of the pressure. So I always like to see exactly what's their approach in stopping their own character's pressure. So
Yeah.
I definitely look forward to like little intricate stuff like that in the matchup.
Yeah, I'm always a big fan too, especially because you know the character like the back of your hand, right? And so you're trying a new character now, and it's how do you hold up in that kind of a matchup is always an interesting question, and something that you have to see in a matchup like this for sure. So we looked at one apiece, and I know that Angry Bird got the last game. So if there is a character switch, it would be on Infectious, but I think we'll probably see Zeku. But I don't imagine we'll see anything else.
Okay. Well, I think we're loaded up right now. I think we're still loading.
Button check right now to make sure everything's A-okay.
This is true, man. So what is it? The Big Smackaroony, first place, $250,000. $1,000. My goodness, I don't know how much is that after taxes, but it's still good.
It's a lot. Yeah,
No
the
matter
answer
what.
it goes from a lot to, yeah, that's a lot.
To medium, right? To
Yeah,
medium?
yeah,
Not
that's
medium,
quite a
well,
lot.
medium.
The Lions' share of that 250K to first place, see it, and that is actually from the bonus, from the CPT bonus. I think that first place gets a big cut of the check for the DLC that everybody can buy for CPT, and then you see the breakdown all the way down. Everybody gets some money this weekend here. But obviously pretty stacked up towards the top, so where a lot of this money is going to be going, so that's what everybody's fighting for. And that's one of the big reasons why we see everybody trying to really show up and compete at this event, right? It's a big deal to try to make it all the way to Capcom Cup, fighting the entire year. It's the culmination of the tour.
Yes.
So that's what we're looking at here for the prize and all the stuff this weekend as well. Obviously the SFL finals is here. And it's always fun to watch the big top 8s at the end of the year for all the big tournaments. Before we go into rest mode for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. The cool off.
Yeah, I'm gonna grow out my hair and my beard
Yep.
for like 2 months. Not go outside at all.
I think we're ready. Okay. Yes. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. But that's the thing about the prize money anyway, regardless. None of these players are thinking about that.
Yeah.
That's how you know they're that serious. They really care for their movement.
Yeah, right now it's like, it's me versus you. I want to focus on moving on to the bracket. Everything else is
A bonus.
Yeah, it's just a bonus at this point. You don't even want to think about it until you're real close. And even then, you got to kind of push it out of your mind, I think, until you get into that moment where it's do or die.
All right, here we go. The continuation. Somebody is going, well, not home. Both of these are definitely not going home right away. They're definitely going to watch the rest of this Capcom Cup. But somebody will be advancing to the top 16. Who's it going to be? One apiece. Infectious versus Angry Bird. Here we go.
Early jump heavy kick, looking for the split kicks as well, and it confirmed from Infectious.
Fierce. Continue where we left off. That is stunt. Ow!
That is the early stun too.
No, we got to get push flip shenanigans. I like that. Play possum, but we still gonna go for Angry Bird, of course, very familiar with these setups as he plays Zeku himself. Trying to go for open up. I like that. Waiting for that 2 strings. Backdash between the third. I like it.
Yeah, the kunai release very early in the round as well.
Throw. We're getting obnoxious here. Nice. Wow. Into a mix.
Not enough though.
Activation. Oh, he did. How dare you? Activation. He stays old, too. He wants his options. He wants the reversal. If he would have went for it again, that would have been genius.
-2 goes to the V reversal.
Wow, he still pressed the button. Angry Bird, are you serious?
No fear, out of range. Oh my, and the grab beats the slide. Unfazed. You can't shake him.
You can't.
What are you even gonna do?
He got the, hey. He got the, hey. For the Clipper fans out there. Stagger pressure. Stun meter is definitely high. Uh-oh, the temperature's rising. Oh, but we bust out. The cool off right there. Angry Bird, I like the decision making. Not shy.
Yeah, you had to get out of there in that moment. And that's kind of how Angry Bird is. Wake up jab, wake up buttons. He does not sit still that often.
The V reversal, okay? And we +2, so we got a little bit of that pressure.
The walk-up block, no anti-air. It's tough against a character like this, especially with Jumpy X Kunai as a threat.
Crossover, good block. Angry Bird with the check note. But we are in the corner. No super yet. Next hit wins here for both of these guys, actually.
Oh, the jump kunai release, missed the V-trigger, missed the combo. Goes to the side switch as well.
The crouching jab. Okay, I see you. 3 frames in a dream. 3 frames in a dream.
Oh, the tech, and that should be it. Went for the EX air throw instead of going for the critical art after the palm or anything. Cleaned up from that, so 2-1 now. In the lead is Infectious.
Okay, I'm actually surprised he could have not done super just for the guarantee. I mean, he finished it off anyway, but
yeah, he went for like the harder option between the two, I think. Like the characters like this sounded like.
yeah, we're gonna think about. Oh, we're going to the match. I think we're gonna go Strider, full Strider here.
I think you're probably right, yeah. Especially, down 2-1 now. He tried Ibuki. I think it's probably time.
I just love the choices of forms here from Infectious. Stayed with old the whole time just to have that presence that he does have a reversal. Definitely slowing down the pressure of Angry Bird Ibuki. He's gonna go with the same pick as well. Zeku, AKA Benjamin Button. He goes old to young.
But my question is like, where does Infectious stay, right? Because he plays old Zeku a lot. So like, does he stay on old Zeku in this matchup, or does he just match him and just go? They both go young.
Let's play it out. We'll find out right here. Okay, immediately going young is Angry Bird.
Yeah, he plays so much young Zeku.
You know, maybe we got to do a style. Maybe Angry Bird's just better on the offensive in terms of zoning out and playing the more calm game is Infectious, so he stays with the old Zeku.
3-frame trap right there.
Oh, the walk-up, really? That's what, so that's plus 8 on counter, or that's plus 8 on hit regardless?
I think plus 8 on regular hit anyway.
Regardless, so it's plus 10. Wow.
Yeah, he can do it on regular. He doesn't need the counter hit to do medium.
The walk-up. There you go. Waking up is Infectious. I think he's awake.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And he played a lot of old Zeku there and then switched really quickly, right? Like, oh, the crush, EX, run, overhead.
Ow, big damage to throw. All right, the back dash to avoid the throw. Angry Bird. Definitely not trying to take that clean 160 off the back throw. Oh, pardon my back says, I think you're Infectious. God damn. Let the man play. All right.
Yeah, a lot of steamrolling so far. Walks him down after the counter hit as well.
Stun is high. Oh, the stagger. I thought it was a throw, too. I'm pretty sure Infectious tried to press buttons there. I don't even think that was a tech, to be honest with you. Let's go. We got a setup here to stay the throw. Tight throw. Oh, he could have thrown. No, that was too fast.
Yeah, I like the walk-up throw as well. And we see like the early checks too from him on offense, like seeing if he's willing to swing with a button or anything like that. And I think that's an important check you have to make sure that they're not just going to disrespect your frame traps all day.
Oh, lad, we take that. That was a sign of what was to come with the crouch strong nothing.
Jump in.
Angry Bird thought it was a throw, but that was a frame trap. Just stuck with Infectious. Throw, back throw, 160. Hold that, give me that. Easy damage. Oh, slide, no V-trigger activation.
Yeah, working on the game already. V-trigger available.
Uh-oh, boost and flip shenanigans. Oh, not yet, not yet.
Take the slide
get
switch.
it right here.
Yeah, because he's got V-trigger as well. Not enough. I love that V reversal, and yeah, the big bet, 2 apiece. Zeku on Zeku action.
Hey, hey, hey. Infectious, all right. Angry Bird, though. Look how serious. Now, that's an Angry Bird.
That's a very serious face.
He's upset. He's upset.
And the lock into no character switch. So it's Zeku, our last match of the night.
Here it is. Being aggressive right here is Angry Bird, all right, to trade. Oh, definitely both of their favorites. A little bit slightly Infectious. Slide.
Yeah, maybe that grab wouldn't have reached, so he didn't cancel that. I'm surprised, though. Maybe the uppercut would have worked.
Oh, we're staying with the young, huh? Let me stay with the old, excuse me. All right, now let's get that clean damage off the run. Scoop, all right, we got to make a decision here. Legs.
Missed it. And the wake-up buttons as well. He's going to take the side switch.
Don't wake up reversal. Don't wake up reversal. Wow.
That was a sick block, too.
Back throw. Where you going? Activation. V reversal immediately. Infectious trying to stay alive here.
Yeah, and I love the jump because his anti-air options are not that good in Young, so it's worth risking it. Unless he has something like Critical Art, that's when it gets a little dangerous, but...
Yeah, a preemptive shoulder. That definitely got to work. Got to be the hardest of reads. But Angry Bird being the aggressor now. You out of the back dash. I see you, Infectious. Not trying to be in harm's way. You're going to get some grams for the way down. Here it is. Rat wing. Let me get it. No. Oh, really?
That was so far away, too. Tagged him. And the block, he was ready for it as well.
Man, I don't agree with that one there. That was pretty rough.
Big bet. EX flip. Goes low, gets the crush. He's got 1 bar here in the corner.
That's big damage for sure.
EX.
Gonna end it with Young here. Oh, no, not yet.
There goes the flip again. In the front. That is that Infectious moving on into the top 16.
Clean play there. That lane offense is crazy. Obviously, Angry Bird played possum there just to try to avoid the Bushin, but regardless, you gotta have to take this cuenta. Who betted tails was definitely Infectious, and we will see him tomorrow in the top 16 losers.
Yeah, it was like the flip, and you're like, I delayed rise, and he's like, oh, flip again. It's like, oh, I got a plan.
There's a command throw afterwards, so it's just so much to look for in that pixel situation.
Yeah, so really well played. Obviously moves on there. Close match between those two, and I'm happy we got to see the Zeku mirror as well. It's such a fun matchup to watch. That character is really explosive, high damage, and like really high pace. So he's a really fun character to watch.
I love the switch there. It's from Angry Bird. I feel like he could have stuck it out with the Ibuki, but you know what? At that point, Infectious was just too comfortable. So you know what? I want the same tools too. So he went to the mirror.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. And it was just cool. Like if you're gonna go out, you might as well try that character. I think in that matchup. And those two have played a couple of times on the CPT season. Infectious moving on into the top 16. I think got to feel pretty good about that after a pretty long day here at Capcom Cup as well.
Yeah, but congratulations to Angry Bird. It's been a long season, obviously. He earned his right out here, but unfortunately, the story ends, his road ends right there with that matchup. Spectator seat.
Yeah, I think that's tied for 17th here.
Yeah.
As well.